I was super skinny when I was younger. I didn't look, I didn't feel, and I wasn't masculine at all. I even consider myself a feminist. When I used to play like Fortnite on PS4, I remember like 2 years ago when I used to play Fortnite with my friends, with some of my friends. I would call them friends because it's all I've stopped playing video games. Really, we'd never talk. But some of my friends, my old friends, we played Fortnite together. And I remember every time the topic of women would come up, I would kind of try to make comments like I was so caring about women. I would say things like, "Oh yeah, but women have made so many mistakes. Women are so bad compared to women. Women live such difficult lives." I was like the full-blown feminist. I was talking like those pink hair woman feminist type. If you probably talk to me about masculinity and saying, "Oh yeah, I want to be more masculine," I would probably be the person who would consider you like a toxically masculine person. And I think one of the true reasons why, the main reasons why I became like this is firstly because I was influenced by my sister, and I won't blame her at all. She was probably influenced by the education system, the new society telling girls, "Oh yeah, yeah, be feminist. Oh yeah, we go boss girl." That's probably what influenced her to become like she is. And I think I also thought I had this mindset. Nice guys eventually get pussy. That's probably the mindset I had. If I'm nice, super nice for long enough, even though I'm not being authentic at all, I'll probably eventually get pussy. That's a mindset I had about this. So I was being like a super feminist. When I was with a girl, I was being super kind, especially kind, unauthentically kind, not authentic anymore. Probably because I wanted to date and probably because I wanted to date and attract women. And I want to ask a question: how many women do you think I attracted at the time? Do you think I was attractive to girls? No, attracted zero, zero. At the time, I had many, many crushes. Now it's such a boost or anything. But girls find me way more attractive now. And I have way less crushes on women because I've upped my standards. I want to date a really high value woman, feminine, supportive, a woman that will be a great addition to my life, that will get me further to my goals. But like I said, I was like really feminist, and I think I think it's really annoying because to some level, on some level, society is one of the reasons why men have become feminine, more feminine. Nowadays, you're seen as a toxically masculine person where you try to be authentic to your true self, when you try to become a little bit more masculine, you're seen as a bad person. Nowadays, you can't even talk about masculinity. You can't even talk about maybe wanting to have a housewife in the future. If you, there's maybe some people watching this video have been triggered because I said housewife. I would, I want the reason. One of the reasons why I want to make money is because I want my future wife to be able to relax, stay at home, take care of the kids, cook, all those things. And if you saw see me as a misogynist, after I said this, then in my eyes you're a pussy. Seriously. Nowadays you seem such a bad person, and you seem like especially like a shallow person when you try to look stronger, improve your muscle mass. Grow stronger muscle, become stronger, become more athletic. Or saying, oh, shallow. Accept yourself. Oh, it's shallow to try to change yourself for the better, becoming more healthy. That's the mindset these people have nowadays. But yeah, I think looking more masculine, the physical aspect of masculinity, becoming stronger, looking more masculine, becoming more athletic, having the ability to protect, is one of the most important part of being a man and being truly masculine. And this video I want to teach you the physical part of masculinity. So now we go to actionable steps. First step, setting clear goals. If right now fitness is your priority, your purpose right now is fitness, then you set goals for that. But if right now you're currently a little bit like me, my priority right now is work, becoming a better charismatic leader, growing this channel. It's my main priority. It's going to be probably my main priority for the next 1 to 5 to 6 to 7 years. So I don't really set fitness goals. I still use some great methods to still make some progress. Even though my goal is not really to make progress right now on my fitness, my goal is to mainly maintain and to make progress on my work. I'm focusing on maintaining my fitness and family life while making progress on my work. Now, don't try to multitask and improve on three aspects, different aspects. So this video is mainly for people that are focused on fitness, but even the people that are not focused on fitness can use some of this method because I use all of these methods, all of them. And I still make some great progress, even though it's not really my goals to make progress, but I still make great progress using some of the methods I'm going to tell you, even though I spend less time working out recently. So it's very important for us, man. We men are really goal striving. We trace freedom to achieving some great goals, some purposeful, fulfilling goals. So you need to set some goals, but do it correctly because I made a mistake in the past when I first got some improvement to set some weird goals, set some super unrealistic goals. I had a Notion page where I had like 13 goals, 12 goals or 13 that I want to achieve at the end of the year. Like I had a year ago that I had monthly milestones. And the year ago was so unrealistic. At the time I made like my goal was like to make $20,000 in December for a man that's making €0. It's not realistic. So every time I look at that goal, I wasn't really motivated. Believe me, I was feeling overwhelmed. I knew I needed some big luck factor to achieve that goal. I knew I wouldn't achieve that goal just by pure effort. I knew if I achieved that goal, luck would be one of the main factors why. I had to go to achieve to get to like, I think 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Does it sound realistic? I would like open my Notion page every day to like look at my goals for 30 seconds or 20 minutes and visualize them. I didn't feel anything. I was like, yeah, 300,000 by the end of the year. I would look at it for like 3 seconds and say like I'm fucked. It's already April. It's already February, and I haven't made any progress. I'm fucked. But you need to set realistic goals. But I would say unrealistically realistic goals. So don't set goals that are too low, too easy for you. Set goals that are going to be challenging to achieve, but not too challenging, still realistic. Now my goal by the end of the year is to earn 1,500 euros in December. Like to get to a monthly income of 1,500 euros. That's way more realistic than 20,000. It's still going to be hard. Believe me, it's still going to be hard. But it's way more realistic. It's not as unachievable than the other one. Like, it's more not as unachievable than 20,000 by the end of the year and 200,000 subs on YouTube. Set goals that are challenging enough, but not too challenging, not impossibly challenging. Not to goals where you only need where the luck is gonna be the main reason why you achieve that goal. So if fitness is your focus, see what the current constraint is. What's the part of your physique? What should be improving your physique? Should you lose weight, gain weight, or do you are you more focused on athleticism, running a faster 5K, running a faster 100-meter sprint, winning against a certain person in martial arts? Set true goals that you have to achieve by the end of the year. So, for example, it can be losing 30 pounds by the end of the year, or gaining 30 pounds by the end of the year. It could be increasing your 5K time by 5 minutes, decreasing, sorry, by 5 minutes. It could be running a faster 100-meter sprint by 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds. Those seem pretty realistic. Maybe some sprinters gonna say, "Oh, 2.5 seconds." It's true. You cannot improve 2.5 seconds in 1 year. Then I made a mistake. I'm not a professional sprinter. I'm really fast, but mostly because I'm black. But I'm not a professional sprinter. I just made some example. Set goals are gonna be hard enough, but also realistic. Your second part is to make a structured training routine that's gonna help you achieve your goals. And what's really important in structured training routine is that you do both strength training, cardio, and martial arts. And also stretching. It's very important to implement all of them. You can have one main focus, but the rest should be implemented as well. For a long time, I used to only train to do strength training. That's the only type of workouts I did. Strength training, strength training, strength training. And my cardio was, it wasn't horrible, but for a kid like me that's supposed to be pretty athletic, was supposed to be really athletic, to have great genetics. My cardio wasn't special at all. It was far from being special. I was horrible at martial arts. I was horrible at fighting. First, imagine you're supposed to be a 14-year-old with insane amount of energy, insane cardio, and you sprint for literally 5 seconds and then you're out of breath. You jog for 1 kilometer and then you out of breath. Maybe you can relate to this. Maybe you are like this. I would go run 5K, and after 600 meters, my heart was pumping like this, and I was thinking, oh my god, I would just want to stop right now. My calves were burning, and I made excuses telling myself, oh yeah, my knees are the problem, my knees are fucked up, my knees are hurting. Even though my knees had hurt nothing. I was like, middle of a run like this, and my calves were burning. But because my ego was telling me, oh no no, but your calves are stronger than that. I have some other people that run 5K without having any pain in their calves. So I would make the excuse, oh yeah, my right knee has pain when I run, even though my right knee had no pain. No pain. Because I sucked to that level, I made such excuses and created some imaginary pain that didn't exist. Imagine you're so bad at jogging that you create in your head some imaginary pain that never existed. You say, oh yeah, I have knee pain. That's why I can't run for long. I literally used to tell people I have knee pain, even though I didn't have any pain at all. I haven't had knee problems since I was 12 years old, and I had knee problems since when I was 12 years old because I was growing really fast. I didn't have, I never, okay, I would say recently when I started to run every day, when I went from running 5K once a week to running every day, because of the big increase of running volume in such a short amount of time, I had something in my right knee. But still, it wasn't like in the middle of a run, it was after the run. I had some pain because I increased my volume really fast and I wasn't running with such great technique. But don't be the guy that's muscular. Because at the time I was still considered a muscular guy because I went to the gym for a long time. But don't be the guy that's super muscular and that's also super athletic. I can't run for shit. That is not flexible at all. For a long time I wasn't flexible. But now I'm very flexible for a guy because I stretch every night before going to bed. So implement some stretching into your routine. Find a time into your days when it comes to stretching. Try to stretch every day. Have a quick 5 stretches that you do for to hold for 30 seconds. That's what I do. I have like 5, 6 stretches, and you find a time in your day where it feels effortless to do that. Find a time in your day where it won't be too difficult to stretch. So for me, right now it's night. But for you, it might be morning, first thing in the morning, or middle of the day. Find a time you can stretch every day for the rest of your life. Implement it. Also implement some martial arts. Find one martial arts that you can start right now. So the martial art that I do currently is boxing. I do shadow boxing at home. But if right now your fitness is your focus, fitness is your priority right now, you're at the stage of your life where fitness is your priority, then you should just do, I will recommend you to find a martial arts gym and start doing martial arts at the gym. But right now, fitness is not really my priority. I don't want to waste too much of my brain power and time that I could invest into my business. So after I go for a run and then I do my strength training, I do some quick shadow boxing for like I have an interval timer of like 4 5 minutes. I just start to so that's 30 seconds of interval timer. I start with jab and then I move around, parry, weave, jab again for 30 seconds. Then the next interval I do jab cross and I move around, parry, I move, dodge, jab cross. And then the third interval timer I do jab cross, hook, and then I move around, cross, and then I do again, and then I do again by moving around. And then the third version, I just do some other combos. The second and third version of it. So it goes for 3 rounds of 1.5 minutes. So in total, it's 4.5. Yeah. So implement some martial arts. It can be Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, it can be kickboxing, it can be Muay Thai, it can be wrestling, it can be boxing, any type. But the ability to be able to protect yourself and other people is extremely important as a man. If you're the guy that's the gym guy that can't fight, then what's the point? I think we all want to be fathers in the future. And don't you want to be the father that can protect his family actually if a brother eventually comes in? We can like high kick the rubber like this when rubber comes in, or do like a jack cross body hook combo to the rubber when he comes in. And I know my punches are looking awkward, but like I don't have much space. If I would like really extend my arm, I would like punch the camera. But we all want to be fathers in the future. I assume you also want to be a father in the future. So be the father that actually has the ability to protect his family and protect himself, and that has the ability to fight if he eventually gets into an altercation. Not someone that looks for altercation, but that if it happens, if someone attacks you or someone attacks someone you love, you're able to protect that person and protect yourself without any struggles. That's very important as a man. And now we're going to talk about cardio into your structure, your daily routine. Um, the formal cardio I do is running. I run every day, 4.5 kilometers, 450 kilometers, like 4.5 kilometers. That's what I mean by 450. I also do a HIIT workout 3 times per week. So my HIIT workout is just I do burpees. It's like a burpees HIIT workout. I do 45 seconds of burpees, then 45 seconds of static rest. So I run in place like this, and then I do 45 seconds of burpees again, then static rest again, then 45 seconds of burpees again, then static rest again. That's my burpee workout I do 3 times per week. It's not really long, but it allows me because the cardio you get from running and the cardio you get from high intensity interval training is very different. Running gets helps you to just do some activity, some cardiovascular activity for a long time without stopping even once. What high intensity, high interval like running teaches you how to maintain like do a low intensity activity for a long time. And what high intensity interval training teaches you is to um, do some high intensity for a short amount of time, then have a little bit of rest, then do high intensity again, then go a little bit slower, then go high intensity again, then go a little bit slower. So it kind of simulates, it's kind of a simulation of what happens when you are. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, you want to build those two cardios, not only the cardio you get from running, but also cardio you get from HIIT. And then you can also add some strength training into your routine. It can be, yeah, it can be at the gym or at home. Actually, at home, I think you see my pull-up bar and my dip bar down there, and I also have weights. And yeah, and I would also want to talk about the Mike Benson method. I will go into details into it, but Mike Benson method is basically a method where you do low volume but high intensity. So what I do currently is I do one set per exercise. I went from three sets per exercise to one set per exercise, but I go to failure and even pass failure on every single set. I'll go more into more detail in the next part of this video. Okay, now we will talk about developing a masculine physique. Because your training is already cool, but this is a video on masculinity. So I want to talk about the muscles that are important to grow to develop a masculine physique. So I think already know all the muscles to train, like chest, back, legs. If you don't train legs, you're pussy. Side attention. you know the basic muscles, abs. But a lot of muscles that a lot of people neglect, even though they are very important, especially to look masculine, to look strong, is like the neck, the traps, yeah, and the forearms. Those are very important, and also the lats. But those muscle people don't really neglect. But you want to train every part of your body: calves, quads, hamstrings, glutes. I don't train glutes because when it comes to glutes, I'm very genetically blessed. So I avoid training glutes to grow my glutes even more, even though I'm a guy. I don't really want to have giant glutes, and I already have giant glutes, and I don't want them to look to I don't want them to grow any bigger. So I don't train glutes currently. At least not directly. You want to train also your back, lower and upper back. You want to train your traps, your neck. You want to train your forearms, your biceps, your triceps. You want to train your front delts, rear delts, side delts, rear delts. You want to train your neck also. Every part of your body should be trained. I expect maybe your dick, but aside that, but even you can even train your dick, but I'm gonna talk about it in another video. Like um, grow every muscle in your body, especially those muscles. The neck especially is very important because you see the neck even when someone wears a shirt. It's a good way to look strong even when wearing clothes, even when you're not shirtless. I don't know if my neck will look thick right now. I'll just do this. But yeah, in the beginning of my career, I didn't really train neck, even though it's very important. But I've been taking it a little bit more seriously recently. Not to be honest, I kind of fell off. I just said I'm taking it really seriously. There was a time when I was taking it really seriously, but recently I kind of fell off. I think I need to buy like those harness to train leg because the exercise that I used to do was like the Mike Tyson exercise, of the thing that you go back and come back forward. But that exercise I can do like 100 or maybe more reps of it on one set. So and the hypertrophy is not that high. So I would buy the neck thing that you put on your head and then you put weights and then do this. Or buy it and then take my neck training more seriously because I need to grow it even more. To be honest, it's pretty big already, but I need to grow it even more. But yeah, also train your traps. You can grow your traps with like shrugs and forearms. There's many different exercises. For a long time, I didn't really take my forearms training seriously, but now very dedicated many exercises to grow my forearms. and they're starting to grow. I'm really happy. Okay, now we go into details. Um, Magmentum method. So, like I said, the Magmentum method, you basically do one set per exercise, but you take every set that you do to failure and even past failure. Extreme, like low volume, extremely high intensity. And before I used the method, I wasn't making much progress, to be honest. But since I switched to this method three weeks ago, the progress I'm making is seriously insane. It's seriously insane. I'm now adding 1 to 3 reps on every single set, after every single session. And my workouts are they're a lot more fun, believe me. I thought that training with this such high intensity is gonna make my workout less fun, but it's a lot more fun. I feel like every set is like a war, like a battle, and it makes you feel really masculine. You have that music, that background music, without any lyrics, put some badass music in the background, some soundtrack, and then you go into it. And the set is really hard. Make some weird faces. That's what I do. I make some weird faces because it's so difficult. I sometimes grunt now because I really train hard. In the past, I trained like a pussy. I thought I was training close to failure. Oh yeah, I'm training close to failure. I'm 2 sets from failure, 1 set from failure. But no, I was more like 5 sets from failure, to be honest. And so my exercise even more. When it comes to sissy squat, I used to do 3 sets of 7 reps. 3 sets of 7 reps. And I was like, oh yeah, those sissy squat, they're really hard. I can't do more than 10 reps probably, or I can do more than 8 reps. I'm training really hard, close to failure when it comes to sissy squat. Do you know how many sissy squats I can do now? Try to guess. And another use my maintenance method. I can do 26. I was almost 20 reps. I was 20 reps away from failure. I used to think, oh yeah, I'm training really hard. Oh, it's really difficult. This exercise is really hard. If that's not the definition of training like a true pussy, I don't know what it is. But you may not be like that. I'm sure you are trained like a pussy too, even more like a pussy that I did in the past. Eventually, I discovered this mental method from Hamza, a video that he called "Why Only Do One Step Exercise." In that video, he recommends to use this method for only a short period of time to increase like a training intensity. Because you're only doing 1 set, you're going to take that set really seriously to increase your training intensity. But seeing the progress I've been making recently, I think I'm going to do this method for the rest of my life. Because the fun I have every workout and the progress I'm making every workout is insane. So why do more volume if I make more progress than when I do lower volume? Why spend more time training when I can do more progress? When I make more progress by training a little bit less, by doing only 1 set, but just training harder and taking every set really seriously, not 20 reps away from failure. That's the concept from essentialism. Do less of the right things. Spend less time but doing training with high intensity, truly high intensity, and make more progress. Don't train like a pussy. If you're doing 5 sets, then I know you're training like a pussy. 5 sets per exercise, like I did when I first started training. I know you're training like a pussy if you do 5 sets. I know you train like a pussy, believe me. If you're doing 3 sets, even doing 3 sets, I know you're not training that hard. Probably not. It's when you get to like 2 1 sets, 2 to 1 set, then I know you might be training really hard. But some people, even when doing such low intensity, are still training like pussies. Mm. So I'm gonna talk about martial arts again for a little while. Becoming a good fighter, becoming good at martial arts, gives you a level of confidence because you feel like more comfortable in stressful situations when you're gotten into many control fights, and when you know you have the ability to fight with someone and win. You feel way more confident, especially in stressful situations, altercation, or even if it's just a verbal altercation. You feel way more confident. I would greatly recommend you start fighting. Find a martial arts that you can start right now. If right now fitness is your focus and you have enough money, go train at the gym. Go search for a gym right. Actionable step in this video. Don't keep watching. Go search for a gym on Google Map of a martial arts in a martial arts gym not so far from you. Go search it right now. And after this video, if it's not like if you're not watching this video at 2 a.m., go in there if it's not that far from you from where you live. Go in there, ask them some questions, maybe have a quick test workout, and but become stronger. Increase your ability to protect. This is very important, especially in a modern world. You need to be strong enough to protect yourself. Strength and the ability to fight is not as important as it was 500 years ago, of course. But it's still important. Not just for you, but the people you love. The people, the family you're going to build or already built. The family you currently have, your mom, your siblings. It's very important. So now we're going to go to the nutrition part of this video. Nutrition and fueling your body. And in this nutrition part, I'm not going to talk about, eat 500 grams of protein per day. No, that's not the goal of this part. I'm not going to tell you, focus on protein, guys. No. Mm-mm. There's a testosterone crisis happening right now in front of us. That's not been happening for the last few years, like 50 years, last 50 years. Testosterone is decreasing by 1 to 2%. That's been decreasing by 1 to 2%. For the first few years, it decreased by 1%, but the last few years have been decreased by 2.6% every year. Your food, I know it will sound crazy, but your food is poisoning you to some level. All of us. There are literally estrogenics in our foods. Estrogens are basically things that increase your estrogen. They're not directly estrogen, but they increase the estrogen in the body of people that consume it. And most of our foods nowadays are estrogenics. Things that increase your testosterone, decrease your testosterone, and increase your estrogen. Things that literally decrease your sperm and make you less fertile, less able to become a father in the future. If that's not annoying, if that's not making you angry, this is a serious problem. Now, even I, to this level, haven't totally gotten rid of all those estrogenic things. And I'm far from getting rid of all of them, but I'm really working on really getting rid of all those things in my foods. And even the things that I touch in general. Because it's not just about food, it's even about the things you touch. If you touch too much plastic, if you're watching this video on your phone right now, like the phone case is plastic. If you're holding your mouse or watching this video, your mouse is probably plastic too. It's plastic, not probably, it is plastic. I literally remove my phone case so that I don't have to touch my plastic constantly. But when it comes to food, one tip I can give you, eat extremely natural food. Or eat processed food. Avoid processed food. Eat mostly natural food. And eat foods that are not packaged in plastic. Because plastic is an estrogenic. And when food is packaged in it, especially like food in general, it transmits those estrogenics into the food. So even currently, I'm gonna be honest, my mom buys like meat instead of plastic things. It's not good. I think the sad part is to really get rid of all of those things. You need to have a certain level of financial freedom. I don't want to stress you out and totally cause panic. You can start small. I would greatly recommend you watch Hamza's video called The Testosterone Crisis is Worse Than We Thought. He really goes into details explaining what you can do. He gives you the numbers and everything. So watch this video on it if you haven't yet. But when it comes to this, you have to slowly adapt. Don't try to make drastic changes. When it comes to this, don't try to make drastic changes in a short amount of time. You have to start small, make some small progress. I haven't like literally changed everything in a few days. No, I'm gonna slowly make more changes and adapt over time. That's the way you could just have to see it. Don't totally freak out. If right now you're pretty well off financially, then yeah, you can like make some drastic changes. Right now, I'm not that well off financially, and to live like an estrogenic free life, it takes a little bit of money. Like to change, especially to change from having even our clothes. Some of our clothes are like this. From having super estrogenic clothes, to change to more organic, natural clothes, cotton, wool. To go from super estrogenic foods like to foods that are made in plastic to go into totally organic foods that directly come from like the butcher. It takes a little bit. This transition takes a little bit of money. Even your toothpaste, all toothpaste are like great or bad. Water. This is a plastic water bottle. It's not good. It's probably decreasing my testosterone. So I need to buy like a metal water filter, like a metal water bottle. And even tap water. You may think tap water is great. That's, oh yeah, why does he just drink tap water? Tap water might be even worse than having water in a filter, or both are at the same level. So you see, when women take like contraceptive, things to but like birth control, things to not have kids, not become pregnant. When they then go pee afterwards, you know, there's like when they like they then flush, there's like a water filter that's gonna make the water cleaner. Even like the water, if you didn't know, with to some level, drink water that was produced to pee, to some level, not all the water we drink, that was produced to pee, but that was the filter that made it clean. But in the water filter system, in most countries, they don't have the capabilities to get rid of the hormones that are in contraceptive. So when you drink tap water, you take your tap water without having like a water filter, you literally drink a diluted version of a contraceptive. Doesn't it sound insane? You drink a diluted version every day of something that's supposed to eliminate fertility in a woman. Imagine what that's going to do to your testosterone. Imagine what's that's going to do in your hormones. Think to yourself, if it literally stops women from a natural process of having kids, of becoming pregnant, natural process. If it literally stops it, imagine what's in it. Imagine what's drinking a dilute. It's not like to say it exactly the contraceptive. There's a diluted version of it, but still imagine what impact it can have on your body and your hormones. I would greatly recommend you to watch this video from Hamza. It's called the Testosterone Crisis Worst Time Talk. Because I think we all want to probably want to be a father like me in the future. And there's like a possibility that you literally won't be able to because the testosterone and fertility of sperm is too low. Because the sperm can't even swim properly. It's literally possible that you won't have kids. Even though you're right now you may think I'm a healthy young man, but there's a high possibility that you won't have kids. Fertility fertility and infertility has been raising really fast. Really fast. So if you want to be a father, then father in the future, I would greatly recommend you to watch that video from Hamza and make your own research. I may make a video about it in the future. But make your own research and start doing the right things, getting rid of all the estrogenics that literally decrease your testosterone, making you less fertile. Be careful. Now we'll go to the quick mindset part of this video. You need to start at your level right now. I've given you all the tips, all the way you should structure your routine, the type of workouts you do. But the only way it's gonna be like efficient, the only way you're gonna make progress is if you stay consistent. And you can't be consistent. You cannot be consistent if you do workouts that are super hard and when you're still not disciplined. If right now you're at this level, the workouts are at this level. If you try to do a super hard workout and then you miss 5 days, then decrease the intensity of your workout. Decrease not necessarily the intensity, but make it shorter. Yeah, decrease the intensity. The important thing here is stay consistent. And if you can't stay consistent with certain workouts, it doesn't do anything. So if you have to start small, start at a small level. If you have to start really small, and over time, as you become more disciplined, increase the intensity of your workouts. And you may have this limiting belief thinking, oh yeah, but if I do easier workouts, I won't make any progress. Yeah, maybe. But if you do one super hard workout per week and then miss on two weeks, you're also not going to make any progress. You're probably going to make more progress doing an easier workout, but staying consistent, than doing a super hard workout but doing it one every 2 weeks. So the important mindset is to start at your level. If you can't stay consistent right now, then your hard workouts are too hard for you. And you need to crush your ego and decrease the intensity of your workout because your ego is gonna try to stop you. Your ego is gonna tell you, oh yeah, but I'm just gonna train, and afterwards I'm gonna be able to stay consistent if I do it for long enough. Does it make sense? You're not able to stay consistent, but you're gonna train at that with that workout that you're inconsistent with for some time, for a long time, to be able to then become consistent. That's a stupid mindset, in my opinion. So I want to talk about a vision. Imagine you've built a body. You walk into in front of a mirror with like a six pack, big chest, big neck, big traps, big forearms. You see your muscular body in front of a mirror. You also have big legs. You're just proud. That's something that happens to me a lot recently. Just walking in front of a mirror, I'm just being really proud of yourself because I was a skinny kid, not proud of my body, but now I'm this muscular guy. In school, I'm also always considered the muscular guy, and it makes me really proud. But imagine you just walk into a mirror and just see your amazing body that you've built through years of hard work. Train the muscles that help you become more masculine. And then eventually meet a woman or have your current woman you have. See, she's just shirtless and looks down, sees you have a six pack, and just looks at you with lust and admiration. She looks at you with just lustful eyes, seeing your amazing physique, the physique you've built through the hard work, the years of hard work. Imagine your kids going to their friends, or future kids, or the kids that you currently have, going to their friends saying, oh yeah, my father is the strongest. My father is so strong, stronger than all of your dads. And he's right because you're really stronger than all the dads, the dads of the friends of your kids, because you spent so years training. Imagine we maybe meet someday, and we go for a long run, and you've become really athletic. You've become stronger. You can literally keep up with me. Imagine going to the gym, hitting a PR, and having masculine brothers with you, motivating you, tapping your back while you prepare to sit like a bench PR. And while you're getting the weight up, they're screaming, motivating you. That's the life that you can get if you do the right things. So, the conclusion of this video: set some goals if you're not fitness is your focus. Set some goals. Set two, 1 to 2 yearly goal that you want to achieve at the end of the year, and then make a structured routine that's gonna help you to achieve that goal. And that routine add some flexibility work, add some MMA, add some cardio, running and hit, and then other strength training. It's important to do all those things, especially cardio. Some people are scared of cardio, but I'm going to give you a quick motivator. If you're not motivated by this, I don't know what's going to motivate you to do cardio. You want to be able to be good in bed with your woman, maybe the future woman that you're going to have. You want to be able to be good in bed, then you need to have good cardio. Not only the running cardio, the long distance running cardio, but also the high intensity interval training cardio. So do both. If that hasn't motivated you, then I don't know what's gonna do. Then nothing's gonna motivate you to do cardio. Focus on nutrition, eat the right things, eat natural foods. If you have the money, get a water filter for your tap water and buy it like a metal water bottle and then put the filtered water into that metal water bottle without any plastic in it and try the Maximization method for strength training. It's amazing to make progress. I've been making so much progress over the last. I've never made so much progress in 3 weeks. Even though I've been already training for 1.5 years. Normally, I would have made more progress during my new beginnings phase. Even though I'm still in my new beginnings phase, but I've made more progress now than I did in my first 5 months, first year or first 1.5 year. That really tells how powerful that method is. Don't underestimate it. If you found this video valuable, I would really appreciate it if you share it to someone that you think could benefit from it. It would help me to get more views, and it would also help someone that you can relate to that can also get value from this video. So it'd be really helpful to share this video. And if you haven't yet subscribed, if you got value from this video at least. And if you want to get one-on-one coaching from me, learn more about building good physique and become stronger directly from me and make some friends of all people on some improvement, then you can join my online my private online community. The link is in the description. Don't run away from discomfort. Chase it.